The only reason KFC exists is so that they could sell Pepsi.
There's no other way to distribute it.
It's kind of like how charcoal chicken restaurants only exist so that people will buy Nippy's milk.
The Consumption presents Punwatch, the competitive pun-based quiz game.
Episode 503, Frosty's Little Snowman.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Punwatch. This week we have Punsters Lisa.
That was a wildly different intro than you normally give. I am taken aback.
Wasn't that different?
No. You've changed, man.
Oh.
You're a shock jock now.
Alex, that's Alex.
Do you have any controversial opinions you'd like to lay on us?
We don't have any legal protection on this podcast, so probably not.
Good point.
Yeah. And Dave.
I miss the old cherry.
Yeah, you've changed ever since you took up with Jackie O.
I'm going to be wildly misogynistic towards Gladys Berejiklian later on, so just strap yourselves in.
Okay.
It's not even part of the show, Alex. She's got some stuff planned.
Yeah, it's a new segment we're calling Alex's Rant. Alex's Mailbag.
Angry Anderson used to have a thing on Ray Martin's midday show where he would stand on a little soapbox and rant.
Ray Martin had a midday show?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he was known for.
Really? I only know him as current affair guy.
No, before that it was midday show for like years.
And then Carrie Ann became Ray Martin.
Wow.
Ugh.
Brutal.
To my knowledge, Ray Martin isn't like viciously racist in public.
No, that's sort of where they dissected.
I thought you said you didn't have any spicy opinions.
Wait, hang on. Is the spicy opinion that Kerry Ann Kennelly is racist or that Ray Martin isn't racist in public at least?
Either way, we could get sued.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, sorry.
Ray Martin's going to sue us for saying he's not racist in public.
He's got a big white supremacist following.
You have to lead with the assumption that anyone who is on Australian mainstream commercial TV is racist unless proven otherwise.
That's true.
Because it has been proven correct so many times.
Yeah. Speaking of racism, story number 1 is from the Herald Sun.
Oh, no.
Yeah, sorry. I saw it in a cafe and I remembered how many good puns you can get from it, and you can.
Oh,
Yeah, great.
wait, did you tell us that or did I not read it properly?
You didn't read it properly.
Oh, I would have made so many more racist puns.
I really prefer you don't.
I wouldn't have known. I wouldn't have been able to bring myself to it.
Anyway, story number 1 from the Herald Sun. A baker in Cairo was arrested for obscenity after she decorated a batch of cupcakes for a birthday party with male and female genitalia made of icing sugar. Images of the X-rated cakes took Egyptian social media by storm, with many commenters wanting to know what sort of a birthday party it was. After authorities arrested the female baker, she said a club member had given her photos of real genitals and asked her to use those shapes. She was released on bail of about $400, but is expected to go to trial and may even end up in jail. The article went on to say that they were also going to punish people who attended the party and ate the cakes.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's kind of sad.
it is. It's not clear whether or not she actually will end up in jail for this, but here's the thing. The pun doesn't work without the suggestion that there might be a jail term, that there's a clue.
Oh, well, you know what would have been handy about that?
Now, the other thing is,
Oh, God.
I put these puns out on Twitter earlier ahead of the podcast.
Why? What have you done?
Not Ryan.
Ryan's back. And he's quite annoyed at the last time that he participated. He got the unenforcement of the timeout rule against whoever was playing him, so he's really gone hard this time.
What?
All right, who would like to kick this round off?
I may just taking a knee on this one, in fact, because I, for some reason, thought that they were biscuits, not cupcakes. Is that going to be acceptable? I mean, she's a baker. You would assume that she's baking a variety of genitalia-themed products out of that bakery.
Alex, how many specific biscuit puns? I feel like general baking puns are fine.
It's mostly biscuits.
I'll tell you what, I want to hear the puns, but I think it's unlikely you're going to win this round.
All right, I'll go first.
Okay?
The full Monte Carlo.
I can see where we've gone wrong here. Lisa.
Cupcake maker pleads denial.
Yeah.
Well, now that I know it's the Herald Sun, I don't feel as bad for my shitty puns.
I just didn't really pick up on the Egypt thing.
Or the cupcake thing.
Yeah. Alex didn't read the story.
Wait, this was about dicks.
Just a coincidence he ended up with the puns he did.
Dave.
Arresting baker, a dick move.
Ryan's first pun, decorectile dysfunction leads to arrest.
Good.
Sorry, Ryan, I'm going to be really mean to you.
We appreciate your support.
Thanks for listening.
Iced vavavoom.
Lisa.
Why didn't you say iced vulva?
Bit crass.
Oh, yeah, because that's stopped you before, hasn't it?
How do you know Ice 12 was not coming?
Because it never does.
Oh, Jesus. Shut the fuck up. All right.
Come on, she didn't do muffin.
Star Baker perfects the Cockenbush.
Good.
Baker forced to spend dough on jail.
Nice.
Making whoopie pies.
Egyptian authorities catch up with deserter.
Cairo cupcake cock-up.
Baker shuts down OnlyFans, promises to stick to TikTok.
Okay, so they're going to be a lot of Australian biscuits then.
So far, I think they've all been.
This ordeal has taught her a lot about the legal system. A tort is a type of cake.
That's true.
Controversy as Baker adds nuts to cake.
Baker will need to pay for her crimes.
Good.
Local biscuits not to police tastes. Cupcakes. Local cupcakes.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
Not to police tastes.
No, it just doesn't work.
Lisa.
A pity for her. Petty for.
Ah, yes.
Junk food.
Customers ordered cupcakes. Instead, they got muffin tops.
Now that's a spicy fruit roll.
See, you could have said Swiss roll.
I choose not to.
Not to editorialise.
I'm playing a parallel game where it's about biscuits.
Alex has got his own thing going on. Baker was not given a Pharaoh trial.
Chef arrested after making Buttenberg cake.
Baker claims more obscene items to come. You ain't seen muffin yet.
I thought cum was the joke there.
Baker stands accused as jam tart.
Erotic cakes had lawmakers crying for their mummies.
Dessert chef arrested for spotted dick as Dick spotted.
Good.
Yeah.
I do like the idea of like judges just seeing a cake with a vulva on it and going, yeah.
I don't like it. You go to
crying.
jail.
Baker forced to bisquit after arrest.
That's okay.
Risky biscuits.
Sexy Egyptian cupcakes make lawmakers cryo.
Egyptian authorities offended by D cupcakes.
Baker expected to give oral testimony.
Baker promises bread every day while on release. Out on per roll scheme.
Lawmakers involve a display of power.
That's got to be the name of like a feminist stand-up show.
Or an all-female Metallica cover band.
Yeah, also good.
No. Pantera. I sincerely apologise.
Chef under fire for birthday suit cake.
Regina's birthday ruined after Baker mishears topping request.
Biscotti too hottie.
What's new, pussy cakes? Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah, nice.
And finally, my pinos de resistance.
Is that a cupcake in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me?
Baker ends up in Tim Tam Slammer.
God, okay. The bottom of the barrel.
Okay.
Good.
Babka, more like boobka. I'm sorry. Sorry.
Love it. No, this is actually the bottom of the barrel. I was laughing at yours, and then I've just realised the next one here says, is that cock chip?
If these cupcakes offend you, don't ask to see her buns.
Uh-huh.
Birthday boy weasels out of the charges. Jammy Dodger.
Cake maker to get cocked up. Locked up.
Yes.
Baker's shown genital photos. From there, the idea evolved.
Dicks on cupcakes in a box.
Oh, yes.
Dicks on cupcakes in a box. Yeah.
Yep. Like the song.
Baker serves up coconut waps.
Lisa?
This is the only one I have on a very specific type of cake because I went through the whole list and couldn't think of anything else.
Okay.
Customer asked for Amadine, got a man's dick.
Well, you made me cough. Dave?
Critics hail new food trend for 2021. Doodle food.
Ugh. I don't hate anything as much as I hate little kid words for genitalia, and doodle is one of them. Ugh.
It's a funny word,
It's
though.
horrible.
It's just a funny word.
It's funny trying to imagine it used in a genuinely sexual context.
Yeah, get on my doodle.
Oh, baby. Your willy feels so good.
Touch my fanny.
Oh, no.
They were just sausages. Baker still in denial.
I had that.
We have
Okay.
I had that already.
All right,
Ryan, we've had that already.
So instead, we'll go for health inspector shuts down bakery, says it's too dirty.
It's good because he's not here to defend himself.
We have so few loyal fans.
Baker's OnlyFans disappoints punters. Asked if they'll accept cookies.
All right, I'm going out on this gold standard.
I bet it's going to be great.
Yep, you're right to think that. Souffle, more like souffled.
Oh, man. I was still disappointed.
I'm the best.
Chef in hot water after making anatomically correct brownies.
This one has a caveat. Let's assume she is actually a huge criminal. Obscenity charge, icing on the cake for arrest of local mob boss turned baker.
Baker was filthy, but birthday girl really took the biscuit.
Oh, wait, I have one more.
Okay.
Jail cake.
Well, this is just the icing on the cock.
Royalty only slightly disappointed by news. King Tuts.
Good.
Yes.
That's good.
Yes, very good. All right, speaking of Egyptian leaders, General Sisi's son personally overseeing Cook's case, raising prospect of a dictator tot.
Alex, you got any about Imhotep?
Ooh,
Imhotep.
not at the moment.
Baker arrested for following instructions explicitly.
Reviews described her cupcakes as orgasmic.
Man who ordered biscuits unhappy claims she used too much shortening.
Cakes get Imhoteped response.
Yeah. You're welcome, Dave.
Thanks, Liz.
Vulgar vulva leads to bailed baker for dirty decorating.
Ginger nut snaps.
Egyptian chef arrested for solving riddle of the sphincter.
Ugh.
Obscene baker escapes from holding cell believed to have smuggled in a cookie.
This one is not really acceptable.
Okay.
It's too far off course, but I just want to say it anyway because I like the sound of it. Huge Beatles fan gets into the mood. Put some maca on. I'll do a different one. Police force confession at a birthday boy. Snowman snaps.
Chef claims their art will stand the testes of time.
Hang on, this one has a lot of instructions.
Good.
Argument over cupcake decorations taken to court to ensure it is a fair row.
Mystery baker revealed on CCTV as her balaclava slips.
Fair road to ruin.
Ryan says here begins the list of breads on Wikipedia's section of puns.
You can't do breads. It's not about breads, Ryan.
If only we had let you do biscuits, we could say he can't do breads.
Knowing she'll be arrested, it really begets the question, why did she do it?
Pound cake plans interrupted.
Bond dance with the devil.
Okay.
I'll allow it.
Foreign lawyer uses tactic of talking non-stop to win the case. The Belgian waffle.
Yep.
Baker caught fondantling the merchandise.
Dave,
Nah.
you out?
10 Baker Street Bake. Is there like a Sherlock?
Dave,
It's 221B, Baker Street.
221B.
Dave, you could do things with like cooking utensils.
I don't know how that's going to help me in this story.
You're 5, 4,
Whisk, something with whisk.
3.
Whisk. Whiskey business.
Yes. Yes, David.
Arrest on Baker really puts a dampener on things at the birthday party.
Need you tonight.
Dave?
Rolling
5,
pin.
4, 3,
So we do it with a rolling pin.
2,
No.
1,
Rolling pin.
0.
Head. No, that's not a thing.
I think you're out, Dave.
I think I was out long ago.
Alright, it's down to Ryan and Alex now.
But really, it's just down to Ryan because Alex has been making biscuit puns for the last half hour.
Baker's father has also been arrested for obscenity. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Red.
Egyptian authorities really need to loosen up the old sphincter.
Baker asked what obscene goods she has left for sale. Naan.
None. It's done in a tandoor.
You've been doing nothing but biscuit puns.
At least they're made by bakers. Teddy bear biscuits.
Alex, I think you'll find bread is also made by bakers.
Not naan bread though. Made by cooks.
Mr. T comments on the case of the Cairo baker. I Peter the fool.
Sorry, this was a story about an Egyptian baker who got arrested for doing like X-rated genitalia on the cakes. We've got Mr. T baking pita.
Is this really that far from where we normally get?
I mean, It's just, I feel like we should still be talking about genitalia. It's like we're forgetting about what we came here for.
Baker bakes up a batch of choc nipples.
There we go.
Thank you.
Filthy.
Fan of flatbread convict looking forward to new inmate. I hope she rotties in jail.
Oh.
That's a bit brutal.
Risque for the biscuit.
CSI arrived at the scene, but by that point the evidence was gone.
That's good.
All this filth really mars the pan.
He's got one here that I'm not going to read.
Ah,
Bit rough. Decorations used to be...
rough is it? It must be pretty rough. Ryan, you filthy devil.
Decorations used to be bigger. Putting them in the fridge caused them to shrinks, sorry.
This one's for the gazer gazers.
Oh, I meant to do one with Geezer.
1 in 4 cupcakes fail to rise.
Baker fires up the hob to cook up some knobs.
Ryan says, if you got this far, I'm sorry. I'm ashamed of these ones, but you caused this. Reddit sends Baker to horny jail. Judge sends her to real one.
Oh, so we asked for this, did we, Ryan?
I actually literally did. A self-raising flower. There's got to be
5,
something you can do with
There's
self-raising
got to be
flower.
something in there,
Yeah,
right?
raising.
Yeah.
3.
Hold on, scandalized jury turn away. Examine Venetian's blind.
The quite simple cum cake.
What's that a pun on?
Cupcake.
Cupcake, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
All right.
Thanks, Ryan.
2 girls, 1 cupcake. Come at me, Ryan.
Egyptians have historically worshipped pussies. Now they're getting arrested for putting them on cakes. Too long.
Damn it.
Alex? 5.
So the thing is, like self-raising flower.
No more collusion.
Yeah,
No more
yeah.
collusion. This happened last time. It's not fair.
Self-raising
Yeast.
like
Yeast
a
helps
penis, like
it
an
rise.
erection, right?
5.
Yeast helps it
it's
rise.
raising
Something-
Yeah.
I'm
You need like a
anubis?
yeast
Three.
There's something in
infection.
anubis?
Yeast infection.
1. Alex, you're out. Ryan
I can't
wins.
believe the 3 of us couldn't come up with anything there.
Crab
Ryan
cakes.
wins.
Crab cakes.
Ryan wins. Ryan wins the round with cupcake topped with a donut, which gives Ryan the award for most number of puns. He had one more.
Oh, what? Only one more?
Yeah. Baker depicts parting of the Red Sea.
Oh,
This is why he got strict on us there.
No one.
like periods.
No, no one got the actual pun,
All
which
right.
I really was expecting.
What? Well, what? There was about 70 puns about biscuits and 35 about bread. So
Some of us did our homework.
The pun, schlong jail term for penis baker.
Oh, that fucking sucks.
Fuck.
That's
I
not
told you guys. I told you the jail term
Long.
was important.
That's not even an idiom.
nothing wrong with Star Baker perfects the cock and bush.
That's really good. Well done.
I'm pretty proud of that one.
Just another reason to dislike the Herald Sun.
I know.
That was my only chance at points. I'm going to be struggling from here. Thanks a lot, Ryan. I mean, I probably didn't deserve them to be fair.
It's your only chance at points, and you only wrote pun.
But I could have thought up a lot of cakes as well. I just didn't know I had to.
Ryan had one more pun. If you've reached this point, you knew this was coming. Either I got most number of puns or I go out hard and make everyone suffer for it. So without further ado, to the tune of Sugar Sugar by the Archies. Sugar, do 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 do, shaped into a penis, do 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 do. You were on my cupcakes, and you got me arrested too. Icing, shaped into a vulva. You were on my cupcakes, and you got me arrested too. I just can't believe that Baker would do such a thing. I can't believe it's true. I just can't believe that once again I made Cherry sing.
Thank you for that, Ryan.
Thanks, Ryan. All is forgiven. Well, some is forgiven.
Yeah, Dave takes a grudge to the grave.
Be very full grave. JC Pennell on Twitter as well submitted a few puns for that round.
Sure.
Baker in trouble for frosting, and that's just the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah.
Red Volvet cupcakes land Baker in jail.
Of course.
Volvet.
Yeah. Authorities say Baker got her just desserts. Baker points out they're just desserts.
Yeah.
It's really good. Yeah.
That's good.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's
Nice.
that was all their puns for the first
I'm
round.
so glad to know that our listeners are better at this than I am.
When you're only submitting 3, you get to do a bit of quality control.
You'd think so, but we'll see in this round, won't we?
Yes, that brings us on to the quality round. Story number 2. This one from the Telegraph. A bin man has been sacked by his local council after he kung fu kicked the head off a snowman whilst on duty. The refuse operative was caught on CCTV appearing to deliver a roundhouse-style kick to the 6-foot-tall creation on a footpath in front of a house. He appears to casually deliver the right-footed blow while waiting for a bin to be emptied into the back of his refuse truck, afterwards returning the bin to its spot on the pavement. Mother Sophie Taylor, 25, said her 3-year-old son Joseph had built the snowman. She told the Hereford Times that the boy likes to wave at the bin man every week, and was shocked that the bin man goes and does that in front of his face. In a statement, the Herefordshire Council spokesman said, "We are aware of this incident and are disappointed that an individual representing the council would behave in such a manner." Information has also been circulated to all agency employees outlining the professional standards they are expected to uphold when representing a Herefordshire Council contractor.
I saw a video of this.
Was it a man roundhousing
Well,
a snowman?
so I was expecting it to be shorter because I thought it was just like, oh, he kicks like the head off it. And he does. So it sort of seems like he's just kind of bored standing there waiting for it. And he's kind of like, yeah, I'll kick that. Why not? So he does this sort of roundhouse kick, and kicks the head off. But then he just kicks the shit out of the rest of it. The first bit is like, I'm a bit bored. This is kind of a funny way to kick. But the rest of it is like a man who's like angry at his kids and internalizing it. He just like beats up this snowman afterwards. It's kind of like the second half of the video is upsetting.
I was going to say, it's funny you say that because I actually have a follow-up story from the same newspaper. Snowmen don't have feelings. Bin man fired after kicking head off kid snowman refuses to apologise.
Yes.
But it really sucks. This whole situation really, he's a 19-year-old trying to support his pregnant partner.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
and he's
what?
lost his job because he kicked the head off a snowman. Now, a couple of things in that. That's a 6-foot snowman. There's no fucking way that a 3-year-old made that. That's bullshit. Secondly, I saw the video as well. The kid isn't there.
Yeah.
It makes it seem like the kid's waving at him.
Just standing there, gaping mouth.
The kid is standing next to the snowman having just finished it. No,
Yeah.
he wasn't. No.
He just places the carrot in as the pièce de résistance.
They just watched it on CCTV and were like, "Oh,
You didn't have to show the kid.
yeah, that is on you, parent."
Yeah.
It's weird in a time when, you know, we've got a recession and a pandemic, and especially in the UK, people are really suffering and everyone's like, it's really hard to get a job. To get fired for fucking that
Yeah, no,
is
it's
fucking
bullshit.
nonsense. Like,
Yeah.
it was weird to see,
Yeah,
but I don't think...
it's weird and upsetting. You're right. Like he kicks the shit out of the snowman.
Yeah, and I'm just like,
I'm sure he's having a rough time.
yeah, he's a bin man. He deals with garbage all day. It's not fun.
In the middle of a pandemic.
Yeah.
So infected garbage.
Also, while he hasn't apologised, he also did offer to build them a new snowman.
Yeah.
Yeah, fine.
The best part of this article, though, from the Telegraph, is they have 4 reporters on the byline for this. They are putting everything into this story.
Oh, there's not much else going on.
I mean, I don't know when this episode will be out, but there is currently a petition to get that man his job back.
Good.
It was like 2,000 signatures last time I checked. I signed it.
We'll put it in the show
Fuck
notes.
those parents.
Yeah.
They're awful people.
Nah, fair.
They are terrible people that would rat on somebody for kicking the head off a snowman.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I agree.
Like, fuck them.
Yeah, why'd they show the kid?
Yeah. And like, 3-year-olds are devastated by me changing the channel.
Yeah.
Like, fucking, they cry all the time.
Yeah.
All right. Who wants to kick off with their quality puns?
I'll go.
Yes?
Okay, this one is a My Fair Lady / Street Fighter reference.
Oh, God.
I'm so happy.
In Hartford, Hereford, and Hampshire, Hadouken hardly happens.
Oh, that's good.
I love that.
This one is a Frozen reference. Bin Man just thought it was a bit of Olaf,
Yeah, I like that. Yeah,
It works. Yeah.
and quite simply, trash and parry.
Alex.
I just, while you guys were being outraged at that guy losing his job, I just wrote like 5 more and then realized this was the quality round. But I do want to read one of them that I just did. Where would you imagine, if there were really snowmen, if they were like people, where would they live?
North Pole?
In what sort of residence?
In an igloo?
Correct. Snowman lives by the roundhouse, dies by the roundhouse.
Nice.
Okay, but my actual puns. Fly kick gets Frosty reception. By which I mean Frosty is receiving the fly kick. Criminal made an offer. He can't refuse.
Oh,
Oh, have you got that as well?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
Court order imposes perimeter. Snowman is an island.
Dave.
Firstly, I had one that I didn't submit, which was the "Are you having a laugh?" And then, first up, manager says he'll make Snowman Kicker disappear or make him an offer he can't refuse.
Yes.
Nice.
Council makes garbage decision. And bit of another Frozen reference.
Yep.
In song form.
Oh no.
Do you want to kick a snowman? We could drive our heels into his balls. I think a pummeling is overdue. He needs a talking to. Yeah, let's kick him in the balls.
Dave has really taken a side.
I've never seen him so passionate about anything.
I hate snowmen.
Dave is standing up for the working men, and yes, he fucking hates Frosty the Snowman. All right, Ryan had every bin man was kung fu fighting. Cha. Residents left kung fuming as bin man takes lid off roadside snowman. This is rough. Defendant pleads guilty while describing contents of photo taken at the scene. Been there, done that. Yes. Second place and 2 points goes to Dave for Do You Want to Build a Snowman? Oh, sorry, Do You Want to Kick a Snowman?
Kick a snowman,
Yes. Get it right.
And first place with 3 points goes to Lisa for In Hertford, Hampshire,
Yes!
Hadouken hardly happens.
Oh,
Yes.
that is the right decision, 100%.
I wasn't actually going to submit that one because I couldn't think of a synonym for fighting that started with H, and I was like, I'm not just going to put any in there. It has to start with H or I'm not including it.
JC also had a few puns for this round. Council tells Bin Man to kick rocks, but that's what got him here. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Bin Man.
I don't know why that one's so funny, but it is.
Trying to picture him in one of those a beautifully shot Wire-Fu movie. He could have been a contender, but now he's a has-been man.
Yeah.
And there has to be a sweep the leg pun here, but I can't find it. Quick score check. Lisa and Ryan are currently tied on 3 points each. Dave on 2, Alex yet to score. Story 3, also from the Herald Sun. I'm very sorry. A series of hilarious tongue-in-cheek murals showing Australian political leaders intimately sharing a lamb shop together will be toured around cities and border towns across the country. Meat and Livestock Association, the organisation behind the popular annual lamb TV ads, has once again put the state premiers and border closures in its crosshairs by commissioning several digital murals that are bound to draw a national laugh. As frustrations between premiers boil over, a mural showing New South Wales leader Gladys Berejiklian and Victorian Premier Dan Andrews feasting on the same piece of lamb will tour the border town of Albury Wodonga. Don't you love when the Herald Sun does a story that is basically, hey, someone's doing an ad?
Yeah. Oh, and it's hilarious.
Oh,
too.
so funny. Everyone loves these ads.
It's really not funny. I saw the pictures of it and I'm like, what's the joke here?
Is it supposed to be a play on the Gorbachev-Reagan
Yes,
thing?
that's what I'm pretty sure it is.
Because I don't even really understand that.
That's a famous piece of graffiti that used to be on the Berlin Wall.
I understand.
I'm saying this for the listeners.
Oh,
there was a famous piece of graffiti on the Berlin Wall towards the end of the Cold War that had Reagan and Gorbachev making out, which is meant to be basically the point of why can't we be friends, and maybe kiss.
I loved that bit between you two then, because Alex was like, why are you telling me this, Cherry? I'm not an idiot. Oh, it's for the audience.
Oh, those idiots.
Did you figure in anywhere in the story, I don't know if there's more to the story, but does it say who the artist was?
No.
Okay, because it looks a lot like the work of an artist who does stuff around Melbourne who I fucking hate.
Is it Lush Sucks?
It is Lush Sucks.
Yeah, they suck.
They suck ass. And it looks a lot like their work. And I'm like, well, that would make sense. That's why I hate this so much.
There used to be an ad agency near my work. On one side of the building was just big white walls. They would just put 3-year-old out-of-date memes up there painted by Lush Sucks.
Yep.
In 2018, there was a reference to fucking that gorilla that got shot.
Harambe,
yeah. And then after that, there was a big painting of Milo Yiannopoulos, doing his coming face. And then there was fucking Gordon Ramsay doing, I had to cook it to them or something.
Yeah.
It's you guys, this is just advertising that you guys suck and are not hip.
Out-of-date memes, fine, whatever. But usually it's this weird, right-wing trolling sort of stuff.
Yeah.
This weird stuff where it's either you genuinely are this right-wing weirdo or you're being one ironically. Either way, it's bad. Right in, Lush Sucks. Tell us.
Alex, as you're currently coming last, I'll let you kick this round off.
Oh, thanks,
You
man.
will all be delighted to know that Ryan said, I don't know anything about Australian state stuff, so I stepped out of this round.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, Ryan.
On your bike, Ryan.
That's okay. Yeah. Thanks for your contribution. We appreciate it.
He still beat you all in round 1.
Yeah, because we were doing 3 rounds of puns.
We're tired.
Yeah.
The marathon, not a sprint, Ryan. Surely it's Premier's roasted.
Incorrect.
Oh, that was the first one I
one
had.
as well.
Yeah.
Come on, don't hog it all. Hog it is a type of sheep meat.
Oh, okay. For a second, I thought you thought lamb came from pigs.
It doesn't?
Gladys Berejiklian loin steak.
I was looking for a Berejiklian pun for a long time and never got there. Reconciliation was meant to be.
Sorry, arguably I didn't get there either.
This ad is just kissing and meat. There's mutton much to it.
Mural's an awful joke.
Berejiklian wants borders open. Andrew calls for more time.
2 bites of the same loin.
Premier is shown making out in alarming images.
Recession fears on the horizon as leader's eye, Premier cuts.
Will this mural upset some people? You can shank on it.
Premier's caught Frenching. Cutlets.
National Cabinet falls into intramural fighting.
Give mural the chop.
Yes.
Do you realise they're not really kissing? The flamming lips.
Premier's meeting in the middle.
Mural artist a real chump.
Bordertown jokes pushing the boundaries of taste.
Sheep farmers given all clear to get on the shears.
Oh, that's good. Mural artist must have really racked his brains on this one.
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wool.
Gorbachev.
It was. I could have just had tear down this wool, but I thought, no, let's value add here.
Yeah.
What value?
Let's condense the puns here.
So I had to...
Tear down this wall.
Yeah.
I mean, wall actually makes more sense because it was on a wall.
Anyway.
So this is like 2 puns that are too weak to stand alone that have been jammed together fairly uncomfortably.
What a novel idea.
You mean like Gorbachev and tear down this wool?
Yeah.
Those are classy compared to these. Herbal remedy for cross-border pain. With a rub like that, you know you should be Gladys.
Mural artist gets shank check for art.
Ooh,
Dutton dressed as lamb.
that's fine.
Oh, good.
Oh, fuck, this is coming around quick.
Yeah, we need Ryan back.
Tensions eased. National Cabinet opens up to produce bottle of National Grange.
Thanks, but no flanks.
That's good. Bone appetite.
Mural was made to last. Set to be laminated.
One for the sausages.
A kiss from a roast.
Yeah. Border disputes. Vic's claim New South Welsh will never understand the tedium.
Mural art is slow cooked.
Politicians ribbed for no one's pleasure.
Sky News blast Veggie Hog Andrews. Tater Dick Dan.
Artist should have gotten someone to give his mural a palate check first.
Hashtag I stand with lamb.
WA Premier Mark McGowan slams Feast and States.
Mural artwork causes a stir fry.
Advertisers' meat jokes expose lame chops. I don't know why that the article that said it was hilarious would have a pun about it.
About how much they suck. I appreciate it, Dave.
Depose Dictator Dan out in the lamb.
Lamb Council clearly gunnering for attention this year. Michael Gunner is the Premier of NT.
Ah.
Got a few Premier puns.
Love me tendon.
Good.
Council plans to tour the Murray Banksy.
This artist should have been barred from painting. Andrew Barr is the Premier of ACT.
Do the territories have premiers, or they're called like First Minister or something?
I think they are chief ministers, but I don't know that it undermines the pun, to be honest.
Not really,
No,
no.
it's fine.
High stakes politics.
Ah, yes.
Of course.
People should quit gut whining about the mural. Peter Gutwine is the Premier of Tasmania.
Oh, God.
You're out now.
I am out.
Roasted pollies go well with a Daniel and Jew.
Good. It'll get people talking. Mark McGowan.
Oh, pfft.
Mark McGowan is the Premier of WA.
Doesn't really make sense.
Bordertown residents tell Premier shanks for nothing.
Artist did so many, he was clearly on a casserole.
Tour gives Premier's chance to meet the press.
Sealed with a kibbeh. That is an Arabic meat dish.
Controversial artist suffers eternal damnation. God, that's not good.
Art gives critics the cold shoulder.
Yeah?
Ugh, I really want to beat Dave.
You guys are both struggling.
How many more have you got, Dave?
Well, if I told you that, then it would make it a lot easier for you to beat me. But this might answer the question. Is there anything in Parliament?
I would allow
I mean, probably.
Everyone's undecided about the murals resulting in a hung Parliament. There we go. Great.
Andrews agrees to reopen the borders, but says it'll kofta.
Art has left people stewing.
Yes.
Andrews wants the murals taken down, but has been outflanked by the Meat Council.
People are so angry, you'd think they were on their ragu.
No, I'm not going to say any more puns. You're going to win with that one.
You're out?
I'm out.
You're out? Okay, Lisa, you get the point for most number of puns.
Yeah, oh, thank fuck.
With winning pun on the ragu.
At 6 points, making you the overall winner of Punwatch.
Yay! Oh. Huzzah. Woody, are you happy for me? The dog is Woody. I'm not talking to a bit of wood.
Why would anyone assume
From
that?
Dave's penis. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, you like my Woody?
The mascot of the podcast is a bit of wood, and we call him Woody.
First question, why would anyone assume you're talking to a piece of wood? Second question, Alex, why would we assume she's talking to Dave's penis and not yours?
Well, I'm not erect.
Jake Pinnell also had murals lambast politicians.
Oh, lambast, of course.
Oh, lament was... I had something.
New Billboard campaign has voters saying, ew. And politicians feeling sheepish after new ad campaign. The actual pun we were looking for,
All right.
murals to lampoon leaders.
Lampoon.
Yes.
That's so weird. I went for so many other different things, and I didn't do any... I don't think I did any puns just on lamb, on
Yeah.
wordplay on lamb.
Yeah, I had the idea. I have just got lament written down, but I didn't think that was enough. So,
Meat Council, laments, rubbish ad campaign.
yeah, I mean, no, it works, but I just had that down there. It didn't.
Once again, really undercuts the content of the article.
Actually, I've always hated those lamb ads. Do you remember the one with Sam Neill a few years ago? And he's like, lamb, we were meant to eat it.
No, that was red meat. He was
Yeah,
just
it was
doing
just
meat
meat.
in general.
Are you sure?
He wasn't
Yeah.
talking about specific meat. It's just the concept of eating meat.
Red meat in particular.
Oh, was it?
There's one ad where he chases a chicken around and it was really hard and he couldn't catch it. So he says, yeah, a cow's ready to catch, so obviously we're meant to eat red meat.
I just remember the dancing at the end.
Yeah, he
that's
does a
all I
little dance.
remember.
Yeah, I was just going to say, he does this stupid little dance where he looks like a really corny old man. Guys, I won.
You did.
Finally.
Congrats. Well done.
Finally.
You won before.
You've won before.
Yeah, but not for ages. I'm riding high. Look at me go.
That was Punwatch. You can find more consumption stuff at theconsumption.net, as well as our other podcast, Fail Launch. We also have a Patreon. If you'd like to give us $2, you get occasional exclusives, the episodes a day or two early, and just help support us and pay for the hosting of the podcast on the place where you downloaded it from.
Did you mention the Punwatch Twitter?
Oh, we also have a Twitter, it's pun_watch. You can occasionally find the stories ahead of time if you'd like to play along, like Ryan and JC.
Who wouldn't want to do that after hearing this episode?
Yeah, if you'd like to play along so everyone can go and bitch about you.
Some people have humiliation fetishes. They might like to be ridiculed by their favorite podcast hosts.
Or us.
Anyway, that's thank you to Dave.
Yeah, thanks. Sorry, Ryan. I'm so sorry. Yeah.
Thank you to Alex.
I don't think Roman Mars would ridicule anyone.
No, he seems very nice. No, you know what? He would ridicule like poor architecture. That's about it.
Yeah, you're damn right he would.
And he'd be right too.
Thank you to carryover champ Lisa.
Hell yeah. Sorry, Ryan.
And thank you to you, the listener. Thanks, Ryan. And JC.
So sorry. Again, sorry.
Puns.